This is a Pyromaniac-Only Run. Before we begin, you need to understand why this was a terrible idea. So condition 1, every colonist has the pyromaniac trait. That means no firefighting and a constant need for flames to stay happy. Condition 2, no fire suppression, no foam poppers. If it burns, it burns. Final condition, we're playing on commitment mode, randy random and strive to survive. On paper, it sounded manageable. In practice, it really wasn't. When we landed, our colony consisted of ember, spark and flame. We built a small stockpile, a few wooden walls and a single torch. Almost immediately we were tested. A flash storm. Normally, nothing to worry about, until the fire spread faster than we could react. Wooden walls, dry ground, nowhere to run. I had the trio throw down a ring of packed dirt around the base, a last ditch fire break, the flames reached it. And at the last second, the rain began to fall. We didn't stop the fire, we got lucky. And in RimWorld, you can't stay lucky for long. We tried to stabilise a kitchen, a research table, the basics. While scouting the map for resources, we found an insect nest. At first, it wasn't really a problem. Then raids began. Potential new colonists were being dragged away by mega spiders and scolopedes. Flame created throwing torches and went to test our new weapon, which were effective. In theory. Before we could refine anything, Spark had made a decision. In a desperate bid to prove himself, Spark attempted to burn the nest, alone. He missed the first throw. He moved closer and missed the second. One torch left. Spark stepped closer still. He threw. It missed and the insectoids chased. Spark ran, but he was too slow. He was hit and nearly killed, but as he escaped I noticed something we'd missed. That final torch had ignited a pile of insect jelly. The fire spread, but there was no rain this time. The nest burned. The mission? A success. Spark recovered. Raids were won. Barely. Crops kept us alive, power followed, then air conditioning, and that was the most dangerous part, because with a colony of pyromaniacs, fire wasn't a possibility, it was inevitable. We never figured out how the fire started, and honestly it didn't really matter. There was no stopping it. Colonists rushed to move what they could into the only stone building we'd managed to construct. Flame, unable to fight the fire, cleaned around the flames instead. Ember burned, struggling to haul steel and silver through the smoke. When it was over, almost everything was gone. All that remained were a few stone rooms and whatever we'd managed to save. Our food was destroyed. Spark punched the walls in frustration. But from the ashes, new shoots emerged. Flame hunted to keep us alive. Fields were harvested and replanted. And Spark began laying the foundations for a stronger, more fire-resistant base. The colony recovered, slower, quieter, more afraid. And good things rarely last long in RimWorld. Raiders, only two at first, well armed, and we had no defences. We took cover behind the rocks and hoped 3 underprepared colonists could survive a firefight. We were winning. Slowly. Then more appeared, 2 more raiders from the north. Ember was badly injured and forced to flee. Flame and Spark retreated to the base, preparing to hold the doorway. It was 2 versus 4. One raider was injured, the others were not. Inside the base, Flame and Spark rested, the calm before the storm. Ember limped back towards them, but there was a problem. The fire had destroyed all of our medicine. Maybe it was desperation. maybe it was stupidity. Spark had charged towards the raiders to retrieve a single dose of herbal medicine. He made it, but he took a shotgun blast to the chest. The raiders breached the outer wall. Flame, lightly injured, was our last hope. She waited in the doorway. Two headshots, one to the chest. One raider down. One remained. They fired first, but the revolver had range. 2 hits. They fell. We had survived. Our reward? 7 units of medicine. Enough to tend to our wounds, enough to keep going. Spark recovered. A thought lingered. What else could we have done? If there was only somewhere to find weapons, armour, anything that gave us an edge. The colony continued. Blood, dirt, and ash were wiped away. And then, an idea. The ancient danger. We knew what it was, and we knew it was a mistake, but we weren't trying to win anymore. We were trying to survive the next raid. First, we lost Spark. Next, Ember. And finally, Flame. And so ended our Pyromaniac-Only Run.